Hey guys, this is OJB with the Ventilation Shop, and today we're going to be making a permanent roof cap that has 2 through holes in it. Okay, and these are hard measurements I got right here. These are exact measurements. The outside of the curb is 36 by a quarter by 36 and a quarter. The pipes going through are 8.5, 8.5. It's 14 and a quarter this side. It is 13 and a half this side. It is 6 from this edge, and it's 5.5 from this edge. Okay. Now, let me write one thing before I forget. And this is the B side. Okay. So that's what we gotta make a cap that fits these dimensions. Now the pipe is already run through, so I have to make the cap in 2 halves, meaning it's gonna come together above the pipe. Now, just because these are the hard dimensions does not mean I make the cap like that. You want to make the cap a little bit loose. I generally have a 3/8 around the cap, so it's not like, you know, if it's a little bit off, or it's just so they're not fighting to put it on. So the actual thing that we are fabricating, the actual cap we're going to fabricate, is going to look like this. It's going to be 37 by 37, okay, because 3/8 all the way around is 3/4, and 3/4 plus 36 and a quarter is 37. So 37 and 37. And the layout of this, with the math added onto it, is going to be like this. You can see I've already written out the centers from each way. Right, these are the centers. I've figured that out mathematically, and it's got to match. It's got to look like this, and again, it's going to be cut in half with a really tricked out flange on it. Now we've already got the metal. We've already got the metal here, already cut. The cut list was 44 by 24 and 44 by 25.5, and you'll see why there's a little bit of a difference at the end of this. And how I got that is it's 37 by 37, right? And you got 3 and then a 1/2 inch hem. So that's 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. And 7 plus 37 is 44, right? Now, if you cut that in half, it's 22, because like I said, we're cutting the halves. And the lap on one side, I need 2 extra inches. So 22 plus 2 is 24. And on the other side, we need 3.5, so 22 plus 3.5 is 25, and that is how we get that cut list. And here we are. So let me get my little camera holded. I'll do my best to make this video watchable, guys. I apologize. I've never done this before, so we're gonna give it a try. See what happens. See what happens. All right, guys. Let's make sure, right? Back. Okay, I think you guys can see the metal. First step we're going to do is we're going to just use a scriber here, and we're going to mark out all 4 sides of the metal. And the reason I do that is I don't want a bunch of tools cause an issue. I want to use this tool 100%, put it away. And that's kind of my philosophy, because otherwise stuff just gets crowded, it's all over the place. So, this is the 25, and I'll mark out, before we bend this, I will mark this out so you can kind of see how this is all supposed to look. That way you have an understanding a little bit of what I'm doing. I like to mark all the way over on small stuff. Okay. Like I said, I will show you exactly what this is supposed to look like when it is done. Mark it 1.5 inches. Cool, cool, cool. And then the 1/2 inch on the 3 sides for the hem. And I will mark this. Ninety. 90. All right, let me take a look just to show you guys. So I still have to lay out the holes, but we'll do that after I mark everything. So you can see I got these scribe marks, and you can see how I'm going to bend them up. Down 90, up 180, down 90. This gets notched out. That gets notched out. That gets notched out up to here. This little tab's going to be for pop rivets. Here you can see up 90, up 90, up 90, and hem, hem, hem. Okay, to the inside. All right, let's take a look. And that's one. That is marked out. And let's double check. Always make sure the cap came out to the right size. Should be 37. In between these lines, it is indeed 37. Okay, we'll do this on the other one. And since I already have it as a 1/2 inch, we will do 3 sides. Inch. Two inches. 3.5. Cool, cool. And then we're going to do 3 to mark out the tabs. And then on this side, right? We do not notch until I am fully laid out. I got to lay out the circles next. Up 180, down 90, up 90, 90, hem in, hem in. Usually I wouldn't mark this, but for the purposes of this video, I will mark it up. Okay, what's next? Okay, we got hem in, we got up 180 and then down 90. When we say down, so if it's up, it comes towards us. If it's down, it goes down. Like if you could see it. See, up, hem in, up 90, 90. And that, my friends, and then we're going to double check. Make sure that is 37. It is 37. That's what I want. Cool. Now we need to start laying out, we're going to need to start laying out this. We're going to put this piece right here. I'm going to explain my logic here. This piece is going to be it's going to be the 13 side, okay? And the reason I'm making it the 13 side is we have The other side has a little bit more metal. The center of the hole is going to be a little bit off. It's not going to be quite centered. It's an inch off. They were close, but they were not. We're going to keep the cap in half, but we're going to have to, the hole is just a little bit off center. So that's why we're doing it. Sorry. That is why we are doing it this way. There we go. Apologize. Okay. Cool. So, and I've already laid it out. Like I said, I've already laid it out on my paper. I've written it out, so I don't even really have to think about it that hard. So, this is B. So this is the B side. I'm going to just make this the B. And the reason we have a B here is outside on the curb, I marked it B so they would be able to just, they would know which side it needs to go to. Okay, so because that's B, and I want this as the 13 side, that means I have to mirror. Remember, this is looking at it from the outside. This is looking at it from the inside. So the 6 and 7/8 will go on the top, and the 5 and 7/8 will go on the bottom. Because when we flip it, it's going to. When we make this the inside and flip it, it will put it on the right side. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so done with the scriber. Let's put it away. Next tool we're using, those are the bench rules, and this is a scratch awl. Okay. And from the finish line, that's right here at the bend, I need to go 18 1/8. Need 18 1/8. This is going to be the center line of the two holes. Okay. And like I said, we got to flop it because that's the layout. So this is the bottom, then 10 1/8 is the next one. Eleven 1/8 is the other center. All right. 11 1/8. And how we get the center, if this makes sense, is so we got 6 and 7/8 to the edge of the hole, and then the tight measurement is 8 1/4 would be, I'm sorry, it's 8 1/2, so it's 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 plus 6 and 7/8 equals 11 1/8, and that's how we were able to get the center. And you do it basically all the way around. But when we lay out the hole, we're going to make it a little bit bigger so the pipe's not so they have a little bit of jiggle room, right? We're only going to make it 1/4 inch, so the pipe's 8 1/2, but the hole itself is going to be 8 3/4. Here's my lighters. Should already be set. So half of 8 3/4 is 4 3/8. That's what it is. Let's start. Ooh, we gotta prick it. I need my hammer. Okay. cool. Like this. Cool. Now we're going to double check it. Again, this should be near, so this should be 5, a little bit under 5 7/8. Yeah, it's 5 3/4. Makes sense because we made the circle bigger. And then this should be 6 7/8, so 6 3/4. Yep. And then this should be 13, about 13 3/4. Yep, that's it. That's right. These holes are right where we want them to be. Okay? So, let's move all this away. We'll need them again, but like I said, I want to keep the workbench here. And then what we do, I want you to see this. Even though that is the center line, the circle needs to come to this line under it. That's actually where the flange is going to get bent up. Okay, let's pull it back a little bit. So, again, this is the center, this top line. See if I can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. This top line is the center, but really the flange goes here. So the circle has to cross this line. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to prick them where they are. So they cross the flange line, not the center line. Cool, cool, cool. We'll take our combo square and we're going to go up, 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 and up. Cool, cool, cool. How are we looking here? Good. Okay, let's take a look. You kind of see the lines, and this gets notched out. Let me use a marker to make this a little bit easier to see. There's my marker in my pocket. All right. I should say my. So this gets cut out, and this gets cut out. Okay. Let's get dangerous. We've double checked. It matches my. I'm going to check one more time, but make sure I didn't flip flop this. So this is B. This is the B side, and I know it's going to flip when we go. This should be the 5 3/4, and it is. So I know it is right. So what I mean by flip is this is the inside. It'll be like this when it's on. When you're looking at the outside. So that's why you gotta make sure you mirror this. All right, let's start cutting this. Time for some new snips, I think. Okay, now this might seem a little strange, but we're going to notch this back a little bit, because sometimes they just need to do a little bit with the pipe. It's about, not even a quarter, like 3/16. And the idea is if they just got to trim a little bit, the flange is not in the way. Honestly, if I had been running this project, I would have put the caps with the holes in first, and then made the pipes go to them instead of the reverse. But they did it, not me. I did not. Tried to sell them on that, and they seem to hate the idea, and I don't know why, and I don't really care why. It's not my place to tell other people how to run their projects. Alright, and then again this here. Gotta make sure I don't cut to the wrong line. This happened before. Probably happening to somebody right now. Not me. Okie dokie, let's take a look. And let me back it up a little bit. Here we go. That is the inside of that. Okay. Let's lay out the other one. I like to keep this one on hand, so like I said, the other one's gonna match it. Keep it. So that would mean Jiminy Crickets. Oh, walk behind the paper, under the paper. That would mean this is B. This is the B side. BB. Cool. So let us grab our sometimes I have all my tools a little bit closer, but need room for the camera. Okay. $18 7/8. Yes, and that is in So that is in the, I don't know if you can see it. See, now the center of this is in the seam. That's why I put this one in here, because you got a lot more metal. I mean, it would have worked the other way, but it's just a good rule of thumb. 18 7/8. Okey-dokey. That's the center. The center the other way. So this is B. Actually, this is, oh my goodness gracious, such a silly goose. I'll correct that later. That is not a big deal. Okay. Really, that should be B and that should be B. Duh, because I gotta mirror it. Duh. Alright, alright, and that means this way is 11 1/8. Alright. And this way, 10 1/8. And before I cut this, we will absolutely make sure this is right. Okay, now let us get my dividers right here. They should be, always make sure they do not move. Always make sure they do not move. Nope, they're good. Okay, and then this way. And we will just make sure these holes all line up like how they are supposed to. Huh. Oh no. What did I do? Did I make a mistake? This should be 10 1/8. Sorry, this should be 10 1/8. Oh, you goofy ball. Shame on me. I didn't even say it in the video, guys. Mirror it. That's why you always check. That's why you always check. And then this should be 11 1/8. There we go. I'm sorry. So you always check. So you always check. And we will circle the right one. Now let's do it. like this, so there we go. Always double check. And we're gonna do that right here. Oh, now that looks immaculately better. Ta-da! Cool. That looks great. That looks like it should be it. All right. Now that's the way it's supposed to look. Cool. Now let's double check. This should be 5 3/4 or 5 to 5 7/8. It is. And the other side should be 6 to 7/8 to 6 3/4, somewhere in there. And it is. All right, cool. That's why I always double check, because even I sometimes have oopsies in life. We all do. Had a guy cut, thank God it wasn't me, had a guy cut a $1,000 sheet metal once. Not me. Thank God, not me. Cool. Oh, and I gotta double check, make sure that it is 14 and 3. Yep, that's it. 14 and a half-ish. That looks great, guys. That looks great. So we're just gonna mark them out with the combo square. Let me see here. I am done with the bench rule. I am done with the dividers. Now we will mark this out. Here we go. You can see the mark. You can see that mark. And now we are going to start notching this stuff out. Cool. Oh, shut. I'm paranoid like that. Little paranoia, never hurt anyone. guys. Let's get the other side and then we'll start bending this up. That should be all the notching, guys. Now we gotta start bending it up. Okie dokie. Let's take a look. Yep, that's it. All right, so we're going to take it over to the brake here. That's what we're going to do next. I'll be working on that side, so we will... There you go. All right. Now we're going to start bending them up. Smallest bend to big one. Okay, now we're going to kick it a little bit. Yep, one moment. Just kind of take a look at how it looks so far. Here we go. I'll kind of show you so far what we got. We gotta bend up the sides. Okay, let's go back to get the other one bent up. This one's a little more dangerous. It's got a triple. Get the hands first. Alright, we have one off this side as well. Very lightly. You don't want to scrape off the galvanized. Very lightly. Yeah. I think this is a really tricked out thing I'm about to do here. Really tricked out. Go. seamless to do this last part, but tighten a little bit more, a little loose. There we go, that's better. All right, 90. Push in both bodies. And then we stick it in. That's right. Very cool. Very, very cool. We are getting it. Okay. Okay, now I just gotta bend up these ends. And the ends are 18. Go over here and set up 18 for the. Yeah, I'll set that up like that. 18 on each end. Three. Yeah. Gotta take quite a few off. I'll show this in a second. Okay. Yep, they can. I'll get these bent up, and that'll be all the. moment. I gotta get my hands in this. Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh no, taking the seats here. All right. So what we do in this case, I really just want to pinch. Take this off and have 4. There we go, that looks way better. Probably have to do that on the other side too. Probably have to do the same thing here. It will no doubt hit the seam or the top of its seam. We're getting it, guys. We're getting it. And the other one up. understand we gotta hammer this down a little bit. There we go. Caught on something, I don't want it to look all ugly. That's it. Now we're going to pop over this together. And I screwdriver, flathead. Is done. And for this, we need drill bit. There we go. Cool. This in, we'll do the other side, then do the other cap, and we are almost done with this, guys. Then we get to see the moment of truth. How well did I lay it out? Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Oh, and then I'm gonna show you a little. This is an OJB trick. Actually, no. Going to, but if you do it right, you can get the ham into the top of it, the single into the ham. Bar. Now, yeah, that little tool I got. I was always taught you can see this, the hammer, you can kind of see the pop if it's just sticking up a little bit, hammer them down. So we are gonna, and I got this little bar here that fits in the corner. Probably not gonna be able to see this because I gotta. see you got the vice grip. Let's make it a little bit bigger. We got the vice grip holding it up. Not too tight. You don't want teeth marks in it. Really, I should find my other one. And I'm going to bond these down. There's a little bar. You use the little ball to reach in there, and then you use the hammer to beat it down. No teeth mark. Don't want to do super heavy on it. Do the other one, and then we're gonna see how this laid out. Ooh, that really got smashed down, that one. I'm not sure. I'll be able to open the ham up enough to get the single in there. I'm gonna try. Got it. Got it. I guess most people would edit this video. I'm gonna just leave it raw. I'm not a video editor. It's almost open. I gotta just open up a little bit more. Alright guys. See, we gotta flatten them down. Flatten those down. me clear off the bench here, and then we're gonna put this together, double check, and then we're gonna finish this up. There's more to do. There is more to do. All right, guys, moment of truth. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Let's take a look. Oh, 14 and a half. And this should be, oh my God, it's it, guys. It's 6 3/4. Holy shit. We did it, guys. We did it. 13 3/8. 13 3/8. About 14 and a half. Oh, it's 5 7/8. Oh, it's 5 3/4. That's it. That's it. Oh wait, we gotta see this. Oh yeah, 8 3/4. Oh, 8 3/4. A little. Yeah, that's it, guys. Wait, we got more. We got a lot more to do. What else is there to do? I'm gonna show you. There's 3 more things we gotta do. This does not get textured. This is bolted. Okay, and we gotta fill this. This is right here. This is water can get into here. No. Yep. Nope. I probably could have found a way. It'd been very hard, but there's probably a way I could have bent this on. I really wish there's a type of brake where you can take out the bottom teeth. Like you see how I can take up the upper teeth here. There's a type of brake that lets you take the bottom out. I wish I had that. That would apply. I think that would have made it. I've been able to do that. Anyways, that's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So I'll be right back. We're gonna pop something in here just so that they can close it here and there. Big win, guys. Big win. I'll be back. Actually, let's see. Yeah, there's a place I could set the camera up over there for the shear. We can do that. How's that look? That looks good. Alright guys, I'm gonna bend these up and we're gonna put them in. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Oops, I'm getting this. Alright, let's pop one of these on. long. Ain't a pop of a gun. Got a red handle, but it ain't a pop of a gun. Alright, and what do we got? I want that one. C-clamp. Oh, we got a little bit more to go, guys. Okay. Almost done. Gotta seal the corners, seal the outside of that, and then gotta get insulated. Insulated curb, insulated roof. It's gotta be insulated. Chunk in there, I gotta get out. Oh, got a towel over here. Okay. Get more clamps. Put some bolts in this. That's gonna be it. And 5 bolts. Grab them. Yeah, they are. Oh. Gotta be quarter inch or a little bit above quarter inch. 9/32. So 32nd above quarter inch. Two flat washers, long bolt, one knot. Yep, yeah. Flat washer on each side. Boom. 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 I'm gonna take these off so I don't want to get too crazy with them. Again, this is for a pipe fitter contractor I know that they want, well, that's what they want. Man, these nuts are like a little thin. It's like they're trying to cut any cost they can. We reduce the nut by 1/16 of an inch and still have it be strong enough. Fucking people. I gotta insulate this. No, I'm gonna put these two all the way in just so just to hold it while I insulate it. And the other three I'll leave loose. Alright, that's all I got left is to insulate. That's it for this thing. Move the camera a little bit. This is some duct liner. We're going to insulate the cap. Knife. Seven. Whoops. What was I smoking? Still might not be bad. I gotta cut this down now. And this is, I'm gonna say 37 and a quarter. Oh. insulation this thing. Grab the glue. Well, unfortunately, I am out of spray glue for this. I'll have to go get some on my lunch break. But this cap, this insulation is going to get put into this cap. And we're going to cut around the holes so that it's an insulated roof cap. Let's just put it up here one more time to take a look. This is our wonderful roof cap with 2 holes in it. Probably gonna put in, man, that's a really big curb. I don't know why they needed that big, but that's what they wanted. Then I'll just have to insulate it at the end of the day. It's gonna get delivered tomorrow. So let me just double check. Which one is this? This is the B. That's the B side. That is the B side. Alright guys, that's all I got for you for today. I'll see you on the next project that I record. Later.